In today's gospel, Jesus seemingly presents three juxtaposed themes as he concludes the Sermon on the Mount, where he admonishes listeners to avoid judging others. First, we hear, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or to throw your pearls before swine." We then hear Jesus reiterate the golden rule. Lastly, Jesus tells us to enter through the narrow gate. Jesus reduces all of the Jewish law and the prophets to a very short maxim whereby we should treat one another as we would like them to treat us. This saying epitomizes Jesus' ethical teaching and is the cornerstone of the path to righteousness. Once we have removed the beam from our own eye, spiritually a metaphor for the point in life when we are capable of sharing the gospel, we should reasonably do so. We will encounter along the way the dogs and swine, who are the scavengers and the unclean. These are symbolic of the people who are not yet ready to receive God's truth, even if we are ready to share it. The lesson is to move onward from those unresponsive to practice not being judgmental. Instead, practice mercy, show compassion, give understanding, and provide justice in the measure as we would like to receive these in return. Exercise tolerance, act with loyalty and respect. The implication is that carrying out these acts of Christian service will not always be easy. Many will drive the broad road to seek out pleasures, whims, and desires. That pathway is easy to follow. The egress points are many. The ports of greed, self-centeredness, lies, and deceit, often far from God's benevolent hand, are visited by many. Passports to a life of destruction abound. The narrow gate Jesus speaks of leads to a hard path. Following Jesus demands dying to oneself and putting the good of another before our own good. Although difficult and challenging on our earthly life and requiring discipline, Jesus declares that it is the way to eternal life, as sharing in the Lord's risen life. Let us hope, pray, and strive to enter through the narrow gate.